What's up guys, Billish55 back with another ETS2 video. Again, I appreciate I'm going fairly heavy on ETS2 at the minute and my girlfriend's calling me. Hey up guys, Billish55 back with another ETS2 video. As you can see, again, appreciate it is fairly ETS2 heavy at the minute. I genuinely don't mean it to be. Going to be coming up with obviously some more content as we go along the way. Due to some personal effects, I'm having to stick to ETS2 at the minute, and I've had to unfortunately sideline San Andreas' finest just due to my personal circumstances. I haven't left him or anything like that, just on a leave of absence for a couple of weeks. And then yeah, we will get on to that. Anyways guys, yeah, this was released today, but I'm going to say yesterday because that's when this video will be coming out. Yesterday I just happened to come on to ETS2, which is kind of the main reason why I'm doing this video. But ETS2, or sorry, I should say SES Software, yesterday they came out with the Renault T range, or Range T, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I say it both ways, so yeah. But yeah, they came out with, alas, the Renault T range, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do a video on this. One of the main reasons being is when I started truck driving as a career, and I started actually nighting out in the truck, doing nights out. This was one of the very first trucks I started off in. Excuse me. And from what I can see, SES have actually done a really good job with it. We've gone with the lower cab version, and I've kind of kept this sort of as simplistic and true to what my one was. The only discrepancy that I will say is that my truck had the roof spoiler as well. Now for some reason because this is the lower cab version, on the higher cab version you get the option of the roof spoiler, but on the lower cab versions for whatever reason you don't. But this is near enough as accurate as I can present it to the truck I drove, even to the fact that we've got the bog standard tail lamps, where you do have some customization for LED lamps. I'll just briefly go over the customization. Okay, now, well, I will, but we'll be on a different truck. So you get the option of either the sleeper cab or the high sleeper cab. Note how the differences are that with the regular sleeper, from what I've used, it's 3 steps on the door panel, and you have the engine tunnel on the interior, so you've basically got to step up onto the engine tunnel. But then on the high sleeper, you've got this little extra gap here, and extra side compartment as such, side storage compartment, and it's also a flat floor inside. So yeah, you just walk about of your own free will. Obviously that means you got a larger fridge. This is the fridge compartment, and yeah, from what I remember with the underbunk storage, the passenger side you were able to basically you were able to access the side compartment from the from underneath the bunk as well. On the driver's side, you had like a little slot, probably about that wide, under the bunk, and then from there to the side of the truck was a completely separate compartment. Couldn't get into it, and that was for and that you could just only access from the side compartment. Because obviously this has another side compartment underneath, it may be that it may just be that we've got the extra access through under the bunk on this main compartment here. Obviously you've got your regular chassis guys, The extra, now with the extra tank situation, notice on the 4x2, well, you've got 2 tanks here. The extra tank just basically means it follows through underneath the catwalk and just maximizes as much space as it can, really. Got the AdBlue tank there, and yeah, that's all we can do on chassis. Engines, they're all Euro 6 engines, guys. They range from 380 horsepower to 520 being the max. The engine I went with when I was driving the regular T range was the 460 horsepower one. Because it was a rented one, the company we rented it with, they somehow just modified the gearbox so that it was constantly in eco mode and you couldn't change that. The gearboxes are, I believe, they're technically Volvo gearboxes. There was something where, well, I think it still is, where basically Renault are partially owned by Volvo, or Volvo owns certain rights to Renault. Whether that's partially or completely, I genuinely don't have a clue, guys. The gearbox I had though was the 12-speed with the crawler gears included, so a really versatile gearbox, only it was sort of handicapped by the fact that it was constantly in eco mode. I would say this is fairly accurate to the interior. It was a slightly different setup, guys. I'm just seeing if there is, yeah, it's not really that much difference to it, unfortunately. But the radio will be, oh well, the radio I had was in this slot here. Taco is accurate, all the panels are accurate. Didn't have the USB or auxiliary cords up there, so that's a nice little add-on. This button here does the sunroof, but yeah, it was a slightly different layout to that I remember. Not that it really matters. I just had obviously a bright white. Now I'll just quickly show you what I mean about the side. So you add the side deflectors, and for the high cab you get the roof deflector as well. I think that's, yeah, that's more side deflectors. For some reason when you go to the regular sleeper cab, we go to, and we've got the side deflectors, but for whatever reason, guys, it is not giving me the option. It's not giving me the bubble here to pick up the roof deflector for whatever reason. I do not know. That's a mod, so don't worry about that. Door handles, mine were plastic, so I'll just keep them as that. It's basically all there, guys. I won't go too far into it. I'll let you guys have fun discovering it for yourself, if I'm honest. But this is, you know, the truck that I've got at the minute is literally as close to the real thing as what I actually drove. So anyways, yeah, we'll quit dilly-dallying around with this now, and we'll just get cracking. Right, what I'll do is I will quickly just fast travel to a garage in the UK if I've got one, which I do. Let's fast travel to Hull. Why not? I think my girlfriend and or another friend of mine may be joining me in Discord. I'm not too sure. I will quickly see if I can get them in. But yeah, I will just say, guys, there will be potentially not safe for work chat going on, so yeah, that's gonna be a thing. Anyways, right, so yeah, cool. I've got the force feedback plugin installed. We are going to run automatic this time, just because I experimented running manual with the gearbox. It was fucking god awful, guys. I'm really sorry, but it just was. So yeah, that's going to be a thing. I will just quickly see Right, let's go to freight market. Oh, we've still got still got a trailer attached, but we can forfeit that in a bit. That's going to Romania. That's going to, where the fuck's that going to? Ukraine. Don't want to go too far, if I'm honest. Could do a run through Denmark. Wouldn't mind that. Or oranges to Sweden. Yeah, okay, let's do oranges to Sweden. Right. We're now live on the voice channel, so we'll see if they can join the general chat. If not, guys, I apologise. I may need to dip for a moment. Yeah, so there's our trailer. Don't know why. One thing I will say is that Renault had a very similar system to Volvo in terms of the parking braces and the electronic parking brake. Basically, even though the parking brake will be applied, as soon as you put even a little bit of pressure on the accelerator pedal, obviously indicating that you want to go somewhere, it would basically just release the parking brake for you. So yeah, but like I say, it's a bit of a noisy truck. Just noticing off the bat, like, it definitely sounds similar to the Renault T-Range. Obviously, the Renault T-Range I drove was a 64 plate, and this is, I'm assuming, going to be like the brand spanking new ones. I genuinely don't know. Okay, so Kenny might be joining us, he might not be. And also my girlfriend's actually getting ready for work. She's doing a night shift tonight, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll be honest, guys, actually working with this truck, I hated it. I genuinely hated it. And funnily enough, I would much prefer to drive a Renault Premium again. I genuinely think they were much better trucks to work with than what the T-Range is. The one thing I always said was that the Premium was a good truck to haul and not a great truck to live in. And the T-Range was a good truck to live in, but it wasn't a good truck to haul. The T-Range, I don't know if we just got a cursed one or something. The fuel rail pressure sensor seemed to be the problem of choice. That's what seemed to go the most with our truck. The Premium I had before I got in the T-Range was, honestly, it was spot on and it pulled like a train. 460 horsepower, and honestly, this thing just absolutely, sorry, not this one, the Premium, 460 horsepower in both trucks, and the Premium just outpulled the T-Range in every sense, every single way. Whether that's because of the fact the T-Range was an eco box or not, I don't know, but I suspect it probably, well, if anything, it would definitely be something to do with that. Anyways, guys, we're just arriving to pick up our trailer now, hopefully, and if we are, that'll be brilliant. Fairly early start to the day. Right, freight market. Yep. Let's see what we've got here. What are we actually pulling? Oranges, so might as well use the reefer trailer, I suppose. Yes, we will dismiss that trailer. And we'll get our hazards on to negotiate around the yard. So this is the trailer we want. It is going to be 20 tons, so we do want our mid-lift down. And we will just go ahead and, yeah, just take a look at the rear lamps here. So you see how basic the rear lamps are. They're literally nothing special, whereas the LEDs, the LED lights, I'm sure would be nicer. Actually, I tell a lie as well. Aside from the roof spoiler, I may be telling a lie in terms of how similar I've made this truck, because okay, park and brake on. Oh, and that's another story I'll come to in a minute. Let me just see. Are those? Yeah, those are definitely LEDs. Okay, so basically my truck had didn't have LED marker lights at the front either. That's the only other thing. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story about the parking brake. If you run a Renault T-Range, if you're unlucky enough to do so, and one that is rented and not actually owned, because from what I've heard, actually the T-Ranges that are owned are actually really good trucks. So I'm not bashing Renault by any means. It's purely just my experience with a T-Range. I'm sure these trucks may be very good trucks to work with if you've got a good one. But my experience with the T-Range, I'd take the premium every time, truthfully. Come on, yeah, gearbox is having a bit of a meltdown here. Now, we are running the 460 horsepower engine as well with this truck, just for old time's sake, if nothing else. But yeah, one thing I wanted to come on to is the parking brake with the T-Range I had. Oh, he's letting us through, thank you. The T-Range I had, I was doing a trailer swap with one of my colleagues when we were working together. I had to do a trailer swap and take his trailer back to where do I have to take it back to? I believe I had to take it. Yeah, I was taking his trailer back to the docks. So what I did is, he was behind me by about like 10 miles or so. So I went to the docks. I picked up his trailer, met him at a cafe because he was technically running out of driving time. Oh yeah, we want to be in gear, don't we? Met him at a cafe, dropped him his trailer. He got his trailer, I got, and then I took his empty trailer back to the docks, and then picked up mine and headed back. When we were connecting the first trailer, his trailer, luckily, thank God, he was on level ground, but he connected the red airline to the trailer while the engine was still on, and for some reason, unbeknownst to me, the truck registered this, and for some reason actually it disengaged the parking brake, and I just saw the truck roll ever so slightly, and I remember just shouting, "Hey, first parking brake!" like this, like I just saw the truck start rolling back, and then luckily it found its ground and it held it. So, oh, look who's joined.
Hi.
How are you doing? You alright? Yeah, not too bad. Guys, for those of you watching, this is my girlfriend Kimberly. She's just obviously joined the channel. I did warn them that you were probably going to be joining, but you were getting ready for work. Say again?
I said nothing new there.
Yeah, that's it. I was just telling a story about, because I'm not really reviewing this truck, but ETS2's come out with a new Renault truck that they released today. So I'm sort of telling the story because I used to run this truck quite a lot when I was doing back in my trucking days. But yeah, I remember because Avris, he's connected this red airline to the trailer while the engine was still running, and for some reason the electronic parking brake or the computer just was like, I'm going to disconnect now, and I just saw the whole truck just rolled back ever so slightly, then it found its perches again, and I was just like, oh shit, and you know, was just screaming, Averus, the truck, the parking brake, pull the red airline. He couldn't hear me because the engine was still running, and he was right on top of the engine essentially on the catwalk. So he didn't have the foggiest what I was saying, with everything else that was going on around. So I've just jumped into the cab, and lo and behold, I found that the parking brake was disengaged. So I just stomped on the foot brake and then yanked the parking brake, and it then re-engaged again. But you will notice with the parking brake, it's got those two dimples either side of the lever, and basically those are little LED lights essentially when the parking brake is connected, or sorry, when the parking brake is engaged, as I'll just demonstrate here real quick. When the parking brake is engaged, you'll see the two lights either side will light up. So yeah. Sorry babe, I'm just boring everyone with a story. But yeah. I think Kenny's going to be joining me soon as well. Kenny's one of my mates who helped me while I was doing actual trucking as well. So yeah, I'm going to see if I can get him to do more commentaries with me or at some point, because I've just found out that he has Discord, so that's all good then. Say again? Yeah. Oh god. God, this feels, I've got to say, this feels so weird driving a right-hand drive truck in, again, like in ETS2. Like, obviously in real life I'll just be like, yeah, no problems, but ETS and ETS2 and ATS, I'm usually used to left-hand drive trucks. So yeah, this feels a little bit alien to me, but at the same time it feels a little bit surreal. I'm driving one of my old trucks in this game now. No mods or anything, just completely clean. Well, it's got mods in it, but I haven't modded the truck out as such. Not that there are many mods for it at this stage anyways. So it's literally fresh out today. Oops. There we go. Even the gear ratios are actually really realistic on this, so they've done an awesome job with the gearbox as well, actually. I can definitely tell I'm in a 460 horsepower Renault though, or Renault T-Range. It's horrible. Like, here's me slagging off the T-Range, and yet I'm choosing to... Oh shit. Oh, okay, almost lost my shit. What the actual hell happened there? And how the hell I didn't get any damage from that? Oh god, I almost did a red hill. Jesus Christ. Say again. Say again, sweetheart.
It's really warm tonight.
Is it? Oh Jesus, no wonder everything's so loud. I'll put that to there.
Calculating route.
Okay, well, we'll just do that. But yeah, like, don't get me wrong though, the T-Range was actually a really comfy truck as well. I might actually open a window actually, because the thing is I'm not overly warm, but I'm not cool either.
I think it's too warm.
Yeah, the thing is I don't want flies and all that to start just helping themselves in and start attacking my light bulb. In fact, actually, we'll go with the old bedside lamp. See how that does. Say again.
I don't be big trucks.
You are?
Be realistically a truck though, won't it?
I still can't hear you, babe.
I said it'd be realistic for your truck.
Oh, what, having my window open?
All the flies hitting your window.
What?
All the flies hitting your window screen.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah. Yeah, this is the thing I don't get. Like, in the control setting menu as well, they've got, like, the way they've got the wipers configured is that you can, because you know you got, like, different speeds of the wipers and stuff, like your different modes. And they've set it up so that you can toggle it now, so where you go from slow to fast and from fast to slow. But then lights and everything else like that, they haven't. And it's just like, well, surely you would want off, dim, on, and then on, dim, off kind of thing. But they haven't configured the lights like that, which is annoying. Say again?
Just saying it's a bit strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping SCS will do that where they start.
Straight.
I'm hoping they'll do that where they start configuring the controls a bit better, so that like people who do have the button boxes and this, that, and the other, they've got that, you know, extra control, if you will.
Yeah.
So that would be good. Holy crap, that's a lot of cops. Oh, that is one thing I did want to mention actually. Petrolhead, T-Rob, if you guys are watching this, which I hope you are, my Discord is now obviously open. I'm not going to post the link just yet because there is still work to be done, and for some reason every time I change something, the link that I set to permanent changes, and I've got no idea why at the minute, so I'm really sorry about that. But as soon as everything is settled, I will get a link up, and you guys will be more than welcome to join. But that is the reason why I haven't set up a link yet for that sort of stuff. However, one thing I will say as well, massive shout out to Red Hill the Redneck from SAF for helping me set up the Discord server, because I genuinely probably would have been stuck without his help. But it is a really nice server now. So yeah, once it's open for business as such, guys, feel free to join, just have a chat. I'll be probably mingling around all sorts of channels, so yeah, have fun with that. And yeah, no, certainly make yourself at home. Come talk to me, come talk to Kimberly, or any of my other friends who are also on my server at the minute, because I've sent them. Oh god, I'm all over the road because I'm not concentrating. By all means, come talk to us and my friends, because they've already had the invite to the Discord and they're already set up with their permissions, as well as a couple of SAF members at the minute. Oh mate, I've had so many cups of tea today that I'm back on the Pepsis now. it's weird. I've gone through a certain. I've turned to some sort of unofficial schedule where I will have tea until about 8 o'clock at night, and then after 8 o'clock at night, it's like boom, cans of Pepsi. Probably really unhealthy that, but hey ho. Oh, I wonder if. Oh, hello. We have a. Yeah, we've got a toll coming up. I wonder if there will be other T ranges currently in 206 quid. I just got robbed of an automatic road toll of 206 GBP. That is just taking liberties, man. One thing I will do actually is struggling to see the bloody keyboard now. That'll do. Oh god, I'm racing a Scania. I'm dueling it out with a Scania right now. Cruise control's taking me along. Everyone behind us must hate us right now, all the car drivers.
I will be right.
Say again.
I'll be right.
Alright.
I'll see you later.
No worries. Oh god. But yeah, I gotta say it's like the one weird thing about driving this truck again, actually in game as well, guys, is that it was kind of funny. I mean, I'm currently trying to spot other T Rangers in the traffic right now, but it was kind of funny because excuse me. I've found that even the fact that it's a right-hand drive, I'm more accustomed to driving this truck than I am any other truck that I've driven left-hand drive or not in the game at the minute. Like this one, I'm just so used to driving it. I know where my proportions are. I know where exactly I'm sat in the lane without even having to look at the mirrors. It does feel strange to be so used to a gaming truck when you don't actually have that that physical appearance around you, if that makes sense, or like
use the left lane.
hello, what's going on here? Oh, when you don't actually have the physical attributes, if you will, or the physical factors to actually driving a real truck as you do in game. Like, I've got the force feedback plug-in, I've got obviously a wheel for a controller, all this sort of stuff to make it as realistic as possible so far. Oh, but it doesn't come anywhere close to the real thing, as sad as that sounds. Like, it's as realistically imitating as possible, which is, yeah, brilliant, but genuinely it doesn't come close to the real thing, really doesn't. And I mean, even now when we look at this, I mean, yeah, the truck's struggling to get uphill, and yeah, it definitely needs a roof spoiler, because that would then, the roof spoiler genuinely would sit flush with the bulkhead of the trailer there, and I don't know why SES have not put a roof spoiler on the lower cab of the T-Range. I really do not understand that. SES, please put a roof spoiler on the lower cab of the T-Range. Thank you. But yeah, I think, to be fair, I think the reason they haven't is because obviously it's a different roof spoiler as such, and maybe they just haven't 3D modelled it. But it is what it is, and it's still by all means an awesome job what they've done with the with this truck and how they've modelled it and everything. It's brilliant. 151 quid. Taking liberties here, pal. Let's get ourselves back up to speed. Yeah, sorry. One of my voice mod keybinds is also mapped to my resume cruise control buttons. So sorry about that. Because you'll potentially be hearing double of me. Like that. You will potentially be hearing double of me. Now, I think once we've done this job, I am tempted to maybe deck this out with a couple of little odds and sods, like a light bar, light bar as such, that sort of thing. Oh god. But
Use
yeah,
the right lane. Then
we will
take
see.
the exit on the right.
Typical bloody golf driver. I drive a Golf,
Take
by the
the
way.
exit on the right.
But yeah, I gotta say this 460 horsepower engine as well. It's yeah, you can tell it's 460.
Use the right lane.
Like honestly, if I genuinely like, if I put the yeah, if I put this truck or the gearbox into economy mode in the control panel, this truck would be slowing down at every given opportunity. And that's obviously not something you want. It was horrendous. I remember one time I had, to be fair, I did have a fairly heavy load. It was maximum payload. No, it wasn't. It was half that. It was a 14-ton payload, and it would not go above 35 miles an hour on the M62 westbound going up towards Saddleworth Moor. Genuine story
Take the
as well.
second exit.
Whereas the Renault Premium I had, and I had a full payload, taking it to Scotland, and it chewed up the hills like there was
Take
no
the exit.
tomorrow. And I genuinely mean that as well. It really did. There was no
At
stopping
the
it.
roundabout, take the third exit.
It was genuinely, it was almost dangerous how fast I could take that thing up hills. It was nuts.
Take the exit.
But I don't regret it for a second. I loved every minute of it. But anyways, moving on from that. Yeah, then you have the Scania R450 I was in.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
And that, I'll be honest, the Renault Premium 460 horsepower
Take the exit.
and a Scania R450, probably about the same power output, I would say, genuinely, because I remember having now the reason I say this is because I was working for a different company when I was driving the Scania, but they shared the same contract as the old company I was with when I had the Renault T range.
Take the exit.
And yeah, basically it was the same 14-ton payload, and I genuinely, I remember coming up Saddleworth Moor because it was always a marker point for me. And yeah, the Scania didn't dip below 50 miles an hour. I went from 56 to 50 and it held true at 50 going up that hill, and I was just thinking, brilliant, this Scania is pulling like a train. So that's why I'm a fan of Scania and Volvo trucks. And the thing is, that's a Scania R450. They've got a V8 730 horsepower Scania. Imagine what that could pull, fully loaded as well. And then you've got Volvo, who've managed to squeeze out 20 more horsepower with a V6. V6 or is it a straight 6 actually, I'm not sure, but either way 2 less cylinders. It's just like it's nuts actually when you think about how much power these trucks have. Really is. But no, to be fair, 460 was plenty for me anyways. Really was. And you had a good enough time. Like, don't get me wrong, the T range is, like I say, it is a comfortable truck. It's
Continue straight.
Even with the small cabs, there's still more than enough room. I'm 6'1", and I had more than enough room to stand up fully in that truck. So yeah. But yeah, I think we might, I don't know, I think we'll keep the T range for a bit, just because obviously I'm not going to have fuel rail pressure sensors going on me or drive shafts clonking out on me in a game. Oh yeah, truth be told, I made my claim to fame as a truck driver was when I was coming back from, I think it's Hornsea or Horncastle, somewhere on the northeast coast, or well, east coast.
Use the left lane.
I'm not
then
quite sure if
turn
it.
right.
I'm not quite sure if it was that far north. Did they say use the left lane? I'm assuming they mean just follow it right here. I'm guessing, anyways. Yeah, we are going right here. And sorry, yeah. So I was coming back from either Hornsea or Horncastle, and I was approaching into Grimsby, and I'd parked up in a lay-by for the night because the fuel rail pressure sensor had gone, and I had to get a call out. So I parked up for the night, waited for call out to come, let them do their thing. They had to tilt the cab to replace this fuel rail pressure sensor, and then next morning I set off at 5 o'clock. Truck was absolutely fine, and I was running along, approaching Grimsby, coming along the A16 into Grimsby on Peaks Parkway. So I'm coming into Grimsby on that route, and about 5 miles before I'm hitting there, I'm like, hang on a minute, truck's not slowing down. I'm approaching a roundabout and the truck just wasn't slowing down. I was shitting it. And the truck, it was slowing down, but it wanted to pull forwards, and I'm like, why is this trying to pull forwards? I look down, and where you see the speedo, and just underneath you've got the gear, so you got 12, and then it will go to 11 eventually. Yep, there you go. Stuff like that. It would not go below ninth gear.
Straight.
And I had no idea why.
Continue straight.
Here was me with a luckily empty container at the time, but I'm barreling through roundabouts at 30 miles an hour plus. Genuinely like, shit, what do I do? You know, I knew if push came to shove, I'd just have to stall the truck and just drop anchor and stall it. But I didn't want to because I had a feeling I'm never going to get this started back up. So I just thought, well, screw it. It's 5 in the morning. There's not that much traffic on the road. I'll mitigate the risk and see, you know, if circumstances say, then I'll just have to stall the truck out. Which is which is the decision I came to. Anyways, coming into Peaks Parkway, and it suddenly became it's basically dual carriageway sort of setup. 40 miles an hour. It goes from national speed limit to 40 miles an hour, and the first set of lights I came to went from green to red, and I was just like, bollocks. And basically I just remember bringing this truck to a stop. As I was getting below 20 miles an hour, the truck just started shuddering on me. I'm like, oh god, here we go. Well, I got to 5 miles an hour. Somehow the truck still didn't stall at that point, but it was shuddering so badly. Thank god I had my seatbelt on, because I would have been jumping out the seat with the shuddering. And then obviously after that it just conked out on me. I was at the red light, just tried starting the key, tried turning the key, would not go. It was just red on the screen, screaming all sorts of alarms and bells at me. I was just like, oh mate, come on. Rung my boss up, said, look, truck's gone wrong here, I can't even get it to start back up. I can turn the key, but it's just not firing at all. It's screaming alarm bells at me. I kept turning the stalk to neutral to drive. It wasn't having it. It would not disengage from ninth gear, even stalled out. Even with the electricity turned, the key turned so that it just wasn't coming out of ninth gear. And I basically stalled out at Peaks Parkway at about 5:45 in the morning, and I wasn't recovered until about 9 o'clock before we cleared Peaks Parkway. And let me just tell you, because of the position my truck was in, basically it was 3 lanes that were going the same way I was on this section of the dual carriageway. You had 2 lanes going straight. The left lane of those 2 lanes, also you could deviate left, and then there was a right hand side lane to turn right. And yeah, I was in the very left lane, so traffic that wanted to turn left had to come around me to turn left. It just caused havoc, and I gridlocked near enough the whole of Grimsby for that morning, and it made the Grimsby Telegraph, and it was even on Facebook and everything like this, and I was just like, ah, shit. Luckily everyone who did get caught up in it saw the funny side to it when I explained this was me, wouldn't come out of 9th gear. I'm so sorry for holding you all up this morning. Like genuinely, I genuinely said to him, I'm so sorry I held you all up this morning, I felt like a right knob. Yeah, no, most of them, well, no, every one of them were just like laughing, like, yeah, don't worry about it. It was hilarious. But even just reading some of the comments, because apparently I had gridlocked Grimsby that bad that even the tailback that I'd caused on the road that I'd broken down on, which was essentially single carriageway to dual carriageway as it came into Grimsby, that, oh Jesus Christ, I'm doing 66 miles an hour and increasing. That was oh Jesus, that was essentially backed up for 2 to 2.5 miles, no joke. And yeah, it was just a mess. So I've had some I wouldn't say great memories, but funny memories with the T range. But I mean, that's just one of the most memorable incidents I've had with it. I've had other similar minor instances with it, which just led to my distaste for the T range. But either way, it's a comfy truck. I'm not saying that they're all bad, but no, they're definitely. I've definitely had better days with the old T Rangers. I would absolutely pick a premium over a T range any day of the week. These days, really would. Because a premium it's nothing fancy. It's not dressed up to look fancy like the T range sort of is. T range sort of it's got this futuristic look to it with all these cut shapes and the steering wheel where you got the weird lines and design even on the steering wheel, and the door, you see the weird angles and shapes that the door's got. The T range is sort of dressed up, and all it is a Renault premium with a suit and tie on, if you will, and a couple of sensors which have essentially confused the engine. So the system is sort of it's weird. It's like it's a Renault premium with a couple of added sensors.
Take the first exit.
It's a Renault premium with a couple of added sensors that essentially don't work with the premium's system. Whereas the Renault premium is in the actual truck. It's just a truck, nothing fancy, no fancy lights or suit or tie or anything like that. Just does what it says on the tin, and my God, does it do it well. And that's my honest opinion on Renault trucks, to be honest, guys. Sorry, I've gone off on a massive rant.
In 200 yards,
turn
right.
Gone off on a massive rant about Renault trucks, and I don't mean to.
Turn right.
I don't mean to you know, shit talk them or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I genuinely, I put my bad times with the T range down to just the fact that maybe I just had a bad truck out of the batch, and my company didn't really help that. They sort of just stuck with the truck when they should have really just got rid of it, said give us another truck. Because that incident that I actually had in Grimsby, it screwed them up big time. They lost a whole day's work because of it. So yeah, we were forever catching up, and I need to be in the left-hand lane, dude. Oh, thank you.
Use the right lane.
Right lane? No, we want the left lane, pal.
At the roundabout, take the third
But
exit.
no, genuinely, like, to be fair, if the Renault Premium can be that good of a truck, then I think, to be fair, Renault trucks actually do quite good trucks. But yeah, I just did not have an awfully great time with the T range, that's for sure. Anyways, I believe this is us on the left here. Norfood? Yes.
Left.
Oh yeah, we've obviously got the sat nav there on the left in the console. This was just a little void in my truck. There wasn't a sat nav there or anything like that. It was just a void. So yeah. No, it's letting us through. Thank you very much. And they literally just want me to drop the trailer there, apparently. Happy days. I will not argue with that. So guys, that's us. Happy days. Right. I think we'll finish this video with me maybe pimping this truck out. I'm just gonna quickly go purchase that garage, which is literally the other side of the road. And we will lift our mid-lift up now. Yeah, so we'll go quickly purchase this garage, and then we will pimp out the truck a bit and make it look a little bit classier, I guess. Not that we really can do with, because it's sort. I'll tell you what, this T range, it sort of looks like I've put this truck down to it looking like an old man with a receding hairline, because it doesn't have that roof spoiler. Like the taller T range looks like the T range that is young, has got everything going for it, and it is generally a sporty and good looking truck. This T range looks like it's hunched over, you know, sort of in old age, and has a receding hairline, is possibly going bald because it doesn't have this roof spoiler and it's just shorter. That's what I'm putting it down to. Right, we'll just upgrade the garage as well, because why not? We've got the money to splash the cash, so why the frick not? Right, let's quickly see where a garage is, and then we will... Oh, it's literally the other side of the roundabout. Cool. Oh, parking brake. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, in game I'm actually quite enjoying driving this truck. Genuinely, it's a good truck in game. It looks good, it feels good. Yeah, I'll probably upgrade the engine because 460 horsepower ain't really doing it for me. But I mean, it's even the gearbox is slow in game, which I love it. I shouldn't, because it was a pain in the arse in real life, but I love how realistically SCS have actually made this truck. They've really done their research with it, and I can actually for once account it full hand. You know, don't get me wrong, I've driven Volvos, I've driven Scanias, I've driven Iveco's. I think the one truck I genuinely haven't driven in detail is MANs. I've actually never driven an MAN. I've driven Mercedes, Renault, Scanias, Volvos, Iveco's, and even DAFs. And I can genuinely say the T-Range is the one that I've driven the most, closely followed second by Scanias. And the Scanias, they do a really good job on them as well, but I just pimp the Scanias out every single time because I love how customizable the Scanias are in this game. But with this one, I've kept it realistic to sort of do not a review as such, but something that's fairly honest and similar to what I was driving, and this genuinely is. And I can honestly say, guys, SCS have done a very accurate job of making this truck, and they really have. But we're going to start decking this out now, because we can. And that's that. So let's see. Yeah, we kind of want to keep the retarder in. I'm going to keep it on the right hand side drive because I'll probably change it to left hand drive later on. But I'm enjoying the. I quite like the brown leather seats actually. And this is, to be fair, what was the one I had? That wasn't it. This is the thing. Mine didn't have a sat nav. I think this is what mine was like. But yeah, this one thing I will say is that the 2013 or 2014, mine was a 64 plate model. This panel is the newer version. The 64 plate panel, I can at least account for that, was definitely different. Similar, but different. Like, these two vents were sort of here, and one was here, one was here, and then we had the aircon controls were here, I believe. Yeah, and this was just a void of something. There used to be some sort of cup holder here in a vertical fashion, and this tray was slightly longer, and these sockets were probably about here. I'm just nitpicking, guys. There's no real, there's nothing to this as such. This is just me nitpicking. Anyways, the seats are very accurate though, and the seat belts even. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go with, screw it. I want to see if I'm pretty sure that's a sat nav, but I'm not sure what the extra buttons are there, so we'll check those out in a bit. But yeah, I quite like the brown seats, so we'll keep those. Sleeper, yeah, why not? Right, let's do some modifications to this, guys, because let's face it, who doesn't love modifying the truck? Oh cool, that's done both sides. Definitely having the LED rear lights, I fucking love those. Mud flaps, nothing we can really do with those, I suppose. We will have bonfire beacon. Ooh. I like how they've even curved this. Right, now the accessories to this are obviously modifications, guys, so yeah, don't hold this against me, please. Right, I want to add the Michelin dolls. Hello. My WhatsApp's going nuts for some reason. But yeah, I want to add the Michelin dolls or bibendums or whatever they're bloody called. But I'm not sure if we can. Oh, that's the yellow one. Do we have the white one? Yes. Got the white doll. Oh, shit. Ah, bollocks. Right, so we'll do that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Little shortcut I've sort of learnt myself, guys. We'll keep Ellis with us. Ellis is doing a good job so far. Oh, the badge. Did we not? Oh, well, we had a red badge on my truck, but yeah, we'll keep the red badge as well. Plastic and grey. Nah, we're alright, so. Right, what's this? Oh, I see. Right, okay. Yeah, for some reason that stays plastic. Door handles, we'll have those as paint, why not? We'll keep the footsteps as stock because the footsteps were actually quite good. Definitely going with the xenon lamps. Oh, yeah, we will go with my nickname. So basically I've got two nicknames, guys. Billish and Warbler. Both nicknames were created by my brother. What we got here? Oh, that's literally just what I've put on now. We'll put that as paint from grill bottom. Oh. Paint and plastic, yep. I do not know what the difference is between Mirage and Sting there. Not a clue. Right. What we'll do here. Okay. Whoops. No. Let's just see. No, that's that. Okay. Hello, what? I kinda like that more actually. Sorry guys, it probably looks really ugly, but no, I genuinely like the look of that. Probably don't even go there, which is the worst part about it. Yeah, that works. I'll take it. Okay, then we'll go with the big flashes on this. And then the marker lights. Yes, that's what we want. Let me just see what the LED light would look like. Wait, what? Oh. That's what we want, the low bar light. Not much difference, to be honest. That's front bumper. Let's go with a bull bar as well, why not? Oh. Right, yeah, no, we don't want that. Ooh, hello. Interesting. What? Okay, what? Hang on, that's... Surely not. That looks gross. What? That kinda looks good, actually. I gotta say. The Ranger sort of suits it, but at the same time it doesn't. I'm not... Maybe that just needs fine-tuning to me. I don't like the look of that. And what the okay, hang on. Why have SCS decided to put the Sting up there? Why does that... Don't ask me, guys. What? You've got to be joking me. What the hell are SCS playing at putting bull bars up there? Okay, guys, we're not going with a bull bar because they all look fucking god awful. Might do the wheels. I think the wheels are probably worth a quick go around. Genuinely don't have a clue what SES were thinking in terms of the bull bars with the T range. I'm sorry, but ooh, grim. Grim. I think Kimberly's abandoned us. Well, she did have to go to work, so. In fact, yeah, she'll be at work now, so. Been abandoned, guys. Yeah, so also guys, as I said before, and I'll say it again, feel free to sign up to my Instagram, which is at Billish55. That's where you'll get all the live updates and stuff like that coming out. But that's the place to be if you want updates on the YouTube channel, on the Twitch channel, on behind the scenes, whatever. That's genuinely where you will want to be for that. Ambient light, yeah, why not? Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that, to be honest, the way that's hanging. Ooh. Yeah, why not? We'll have Spider-Man with us. Okay, guys, let's have a look, see how this looks now. Why not? We'll just repair it or service it, whichever. No damage to it, but you know. In fact, let's see what paint jobs are going. Bronze Autumn. What the hell is that? Ooh. I wonder. I'm trying to see if I can get like a goldy colour. Oops. That just looks minging. So if I could get a similar colour to that for the rims, I reckon I might have some in here. What's ooh. See if we can use that. I'm not sure if this will work, to be honest, guys, but you know, Might as well give it a go, see if it works. Right, let's go with that, and then the rims. Or do we go with blue for that and then gold with that? Nah, definitely blue for the base, for the main wheel, and then gold for the hubcaps. I quite like that, guys. I gotta say, I'm a fan. I am a fan. And then we'll put the nuts as dark blue as well. Your boy is a fan. I like that. That kind of looks really ugly, but pretty cool at the same time. Oh, that looks so bad, but so good at the same time. Right, front auxiliaries and roof auxiliaries, so then, now, we can officially be like, hello. And then, beacons, yeah, beacons are working. Yeah, this looks spot on, guys. I'm well happy with this. I gotta say, I will look forward to when mods start coming out for the T range. I really will, actually. Oh, that's cool. The fact that they've even added the blackout thing on the T range as well. I like that. Yeah, like I say, I will be looking forward to when they actually add mods to the T range, because I think, to be fair, the T range, when it's got some like grille lights in it, coloured bars, like coloured front bars and stuff like this, and light bars and stuff, I think it may look quite cool, actually. So yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. As always, the Instagram is the place to be. Discord link will be announced soon, so feel free to come talk to me. I'm really looking forward to you know, who turns up to talk to me. We're gonna have sort of like streaming channels, so you can commentate with me on a stream if you want to talk to me, or even be a part of some of the streams I do on ETS if you've got it yourself, or ATS. Those are going to be the main sorts of games I'm going to be hoping to, you know, catch up with you guys on, if that works for you guys as well, obviously. But yeah, I've got some things that I would, whoops, I keep depressing the clutch as well, because I keep thinking I'm in a manual. Yeah, no, sorry. There's lots of exciting stuff to come up with the gaming setup. I've got a whole list of it. I was kind of hoping to go into it today, but obviously I just found out about the T range and I was just like, oh, that is so cool. Well, not really, but the fact that it was just so ironic to have the T range there, you know, as an option to talk about. So just thought I'd share some of my stories with you guys. I'm not going to buy this Actros, guys. I'm just sort of looking into it. I'm just being curious, because I know there's also the Mercedes Actros, or there's like the Mercedes tuning pack in there as well. Ooh, 625 horsepower, that's not bad. But yeah, right, enough playing around this. Yeah, take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I mentioned, there's still more stuff to come, probably with ETS2 or ATS, as the covering videos will be returned to SAF shortly, hopefully within the next 2 weeks. And then we'll be pumping out a shed load of more SAF content, because I know you guys are keen for that. But while I've got the downtime and I'm on my LOA, I'm sort of going to be setting up the Discord and just planning stuff for the gaming setup and stuff like this. It's going to cost a bomb, guys, and it's not going to be all of a sudden wham like my computer was. This is going to be over the coming months, but I will be making active progress towards that. If you want to support that, guys, there will be a link in the description to my Streamlabs where you can donate. But obviously I will be streaming a lot more shortly as well, so you can donate there, and obviously I can thank you for it there, all that sort of stuff. And it's just a way to show appreciation. Don't quote me on it, but Kimberly and I are possibly looking into expanding the YouTube channel a bit more. She's very artistic, so we are hopefully going to be doing some sort of merch. And I'm kind of reluctant to say it because it's literally only speculation at the minute. But if you guys would be interested in that, let me know when you come join the Discord. Not going to say what sorts of stuff we're going to be doing. It's obviously going to be items of clothing, but we're also thinking actual like canvases, like the one I've got up there. That I believe is the... Oh god, my webcam's gone dodge. Oh! Okay, well, yeah, I believe that is the Manhattan Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. That's just of New York, but we're going to be doing canvases sort of like that with the Bullish 55 logo on it, potentially with the banner, God knows. And then hopefully there will be more stuff to come. Again, guys, just a few mentions. Petrolhead and T-Rob, obviously you guys have been supporting the channel, and you know, as loyal followers and subscribers, really appreciate you guys. Thank you for, you know, at least making yourselves known to me. So there's a shout out for you guys. Red Hill, from San Andreas' Finest, thank you so much for helping me out with the Discord. As I say, guys, Discord link will be out soon. Instagram, Twitch, Streamlabs, all the relevant links will be down in the description, guys. I think the Discord link will probably be fairly inaccurate if it is included in the description, because it is more than likely going to change between here and now. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. And as always, take it easy. I'll see you on the next one, and yeah, take care. Laters, guys.